you pointed out some good things that your team did. How do you reflect on it now?
Yeah, obviously it was disappointing to lose the game. You know, and to concede the goal we did in the 43rd minute. You know, the lads stuck to the game plan. They knew all the movements of the players, you know, the wide players coming in, midfielders dropping out into the wide areas, and they dealt with it very well. And you know, we frustrated them. And we did ask a couple of questions in the first half ourselves, and we thought we'd get into half time. And then, as I said on Saturday, you know, you've got the quality of Liam Molyneux, you know, and Bailey's made that run. And then, you know, he's played it inside, and Molyneux's had a little side footed into the goal. Like, so that was disappointing because, you know, Seb and the lads have understand what they had to do for the first 40 odd minutes and done it really, really well. You know, and everything was on track. And then to concede that right in half time was disappointing. But, you know, you go in half time, regroup, get the players going, get them more, a little bit, you know, believing in it a little bit more in terms of going forward. And we got our rewards into the second half, you know, early on when we scored a good goal with Tyler Walton.
So are you confident then that the players have really took on board what you're asking them to do in terms of style and tactics?
Correct, yeah, 100%.
Do players need lifting after a result like that when you have played okay? How does it work? You've spoken about togetherness in the dressing room. How does it work after that?
Well, I think you did. Yeah, well, we'll go through that this morning. You know, the video. We'll have a little look at the goals and how we played because, you know, we've frustrated them at the same time. You know, they're a team that are going to be tipped to go up automatically. You know, they've got some really, really good players, but our lads aren't lacking in any confidence whatsoever. Our lads have got belief in what they do and are doing, and you know, you're seeing it in the first 40 odd minutes. You know, it was 4-1. Obviously, it was a 4-1 result, but it was never a 4-1 game. And the two goals, the two worldies, if you like, from the quality of Molyneux and Gibson, have changed the game. You know, disappointing late on to concede the 4-1, and as I said, Billy Sharp does what he does. You know, a long ball, Richard Wood's blocked your two centre halves in the back area. You know, Richard Wood, you know, like the back of my hands, you know, they're centre half. So he's done his job. Lads knocked it back. We haven't reacted to his second ball. Lads screwed his shot, and it's fell to Billy Sharp, and he just flicked it round the corner. So, you know, disappointing to concede the fourth, but, you know, there was a load of positives to come out of the game. You know, we were all disappointed to lose the game, and we'll do something about that going forward now.
You had 7 players making their debuts for the football club. Obviously, Farron Rawson has been here before, but effectively 7 players playing for the first time. Does that mean it'll take time to gel, do you think? Because that's a lot.
Yeah, it is. You know, when you got Tyler Walton, who's come from non-league football, he scored away. You got Kelsey Moon, you got Jimmy Knowles. So it's going to take time. You know, we know that's on and love. You know, you can see the fruits of the stuff that we done pre-season in terms of the opposition that we played against. And you know, we've seen that. We know what's in there. That was touched on before. So there's no alarm bells ringing. It's one game. We've got a game tomorrow, which we're all looking forward to, which we're going to work on now. So, you know, it takes time, like any team, bringing new players in. So, you know, it's one that's it's ongoing.
It was obviously a brilliant assist from Sean Worley, but you only had the 3 shots on goal. Does creativity lie too heavily on his shoulders? Do you have enough creativity, or do you need to add to that? No,
we've got enough there, haven't we? So, you know, you've got the attacking there. Dara's just come in. You've got Kelsey, you've got Jimmy, you've got Sean, you've got Josh Woods, you've got Alex Henderson. So we've got enough there going forward, which we've shown in the past, towards the end of the season, the goals we scored late on. So, you know, we've got enough there. We just got to have, you know, a little. It's got to be worked on a day-to-day on the training ground. So that's what we'll do. You know, yeah, you could say about we've had 3 shots on goal. You know, we've had 3 shots. Some teams don't even get a shot on goal. So we've had 3 shots. There's going to be more. It's an ongoing thing you have to work on. You have to take into account the opposition you're playing, how they play, how they deal with the ball, how you deal with the ball, and how you're going to create them chances. So yeah, so that's we want more, and we will get more.
Just how much are you looking in the market? How many more players do you think you need before the end of August?
Probably a couple more. So, you know, that's ongoing, as I said. So we're talking to 1 or 2 clubs. So we'll just we'll see how that goes.
Is the loan market something you're looking at?
Yeah.
Just in terms of a League Cup run, this football club is obviously no stranger to really good, exciting cup runs. Just in your mind, what does it do for the football club and for the group of players?
Oh, it's massive, isn't it? If you can get through to the next round, you get, you know, a big club. It's great for the club. You know, that's what it is. But there's a squad here that needs to be used as well. So, you know, our bread and butter is the league. You know, that's where our main focus is. But with the next task, if you like, the next game is Tranmere. The squad's going to get utilised in that aspect, so that's what we're working on today.
That was my next question. Are you going to make changes? Do people need game time?
Well, they do need game time, and this is ideal. You know, this will be ideal. You know, the Bristol Street Motors Trophy will be ideal for all that. So, you know, we'll do that accordingly this morning on the grass.
What do you expect from Tranmere Rovers? Obviously, a team you've played a lot over the years. I think you played them 3 times before Christmas, John. Obviously, Jed Brannan's going back to his whole gaff.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you expect from Nigel Atkins' team?
Yeah, well, they're honest, hard working. You know, they're organised. You know, they've had a good result the weekend against Notts County, another team tipped to probably go up. 2 different styles in terms of how they play. You know, one likes to play, one can mix it up a little bit. So, you know, we know what's expected. We've done our own work, and that'll be, again, when we get down to the training grounds, we'll put a team out there and show the lads what we need and what we want from a tactical point of view.
Just in terms of the way the League Cup works, it doesn't take a lot for a game to go to a penalty shootout. Have you practiced penalties?
We will be, yeah.
So, overall, you seem enthused by the players you've brought in, what they're doing, everything's all right?
Everything's fine. You know, there's no alarm bells ringing here. I mean, we spoke about it on Friday. We're tipped to get relegated every year. Every season since I've been back here. 17, 18 we won it. 5 seasons, every year we've been tipped. So it's Accrington against the world, and it always will be. But them players and the staff that's assembled here, we know what we've got to do. We know what's down there. We know what we all bring day to day, and we all know what we do in the training ground. So, you know, it's just on to the next game, and, you know, all positive mindsets. You know, disappointed that we lost Saturday. We've seen the manner in which they were the goals, the first and the fourth. But the second and third, you know, you think, yeah, someone's got to be closer. But the world-class goals, you know,